Aham Prema.
Hello, welcome to Serenity on the Square Yoga Online. Today with Catherine, Laura, and Sophie. We're going to do a little bit of conscious breathing and then a mudra to floss the nerves in the arms. So come into a comfortable position on a chair. Make sure that your feet are in contact with the floor. You can use blocks or books to support the feet if you need to. Bring your palms onto the thighs, connecting the nerve endings in the palms with the nerve endings in the thighs. Maybe close the eyes. Take a few conscious breaths, following your breath and coming fully into the body. And go ahead and open the eyes. And let's inhale together and exhale. On the inhale, bring the hands to the abdominal area between the navel and the ribs. And then follow the breath as it moves up to the lower ribs, the lower sternum, and then to the upper chest. And then release the breath. And bring the hands back to the palms back to the thighs. So we're going to do Viloma breath, where we pause 2 times on the inhale. And then we bring the breath up into the upper chest, and then we're going to release it smooth and silky on the exhale. So to begin, we'll inhale together, and then exhale to prepare. And then go ahead and inhale into the abdominal area and pause. And then inhale into the base of the spine and pause. And then take the breath into the upper chest, and then release the breath smooth and silky. And then once again, Viloma breath with 2 pauses on the inhale. Inhale into the abdominal area, pause. Inhale into the lower part of the sternum and pause. Inhale into the upper chest and then release the breath. And then continue Viloma breath with your eyes closed for a few more cycles, getting in touch with your breath. Knowing that a few minutes or moments of conscious breathing every day nourishes all layers or koshas or sheets of the body, the physical body, the mind body, the wisdom body, the spiritual body, not just the physical body. So we're connecting the different layers of our being, letting them work harmoniously together. If you become tired at any time, stop the Viloma breath and just return to your normal breath. So let's go ahead and complete the breath that we're on and just return to normal breath and observe the breath, being aware of where the breath travels up to on the inhale. Maybe we've slightly expanded the lung capacity. And then let's go ahead and open our eyes. And we're going to be doing a mudra today that helps to open up the radial, the medial, and the ulna nerve, going all the way up into the pectorals in the front and all the way up into the rhomboids in the upper back. So to begin, we bring the thumb pad and the pinky pad together. And then make sure that the thumb is rounded, the pinky's rounded, they're not straight. And then we just hold this mudra. You can have your hands in the air or you can bring your hands down to your thighs, whatever feels good for you. A few more moments of conscious breathing. This also strengthens the arch in the wrist, so that when we do downward facing dog, we have a stronger arch in the wrist, just like we have an arch in the foot, we have an arch in the wrist. And so when we're doing downward facing dog, we won't be putting so much weight onto the wrist as we strengthen the wrist. And then let's begin the flossing of the nerves. So release the mudra on the right hand, extend the other hand out. So release the mudra in the, oh, I'm sorry, I was doing mirroring you. So let's extend the right hand out, release the mudra in the left, and then hold on to the index finger. And then pull the index finger down, begin to straighten the arm, but don't go past your capacity. be in touch with what you feel in your body and take a few conscious breaths here. You can lower your arms a little bit. So this is coming all the way up the arm and then into the upper chest, right into the area of the pectoral muscles. Make sure the jaw is relaxed. And then release that finger and take the middle finger, grasp the middle finger of the right hand. The pinky and the thumb stay together. And then we extend and breathe. So this is working on flossing the medial nerve, meaning that if the nerve gets trapped in the connective tissue, this helps to open up the pathways. And then we release there. And then we can release the mudra on the right hand, extend the ring finger and pinky finger, grasp those two fingers, and then extend and breathe. This is traveling all the way up, pinky side of the arm, all the way to the back and where the rhomboids are, between the shoulder blades and the upper back. And then release, and just have the palms on the thighs, and just check in, take time to check in, see if you feel a difference from one side to the other. And then of course we repeat on the other side. So coming into the mudra, so it's the thumb and the pinky pads coming together, and then rounding the pinky exactly. And then holding it here or on your thighs, whatever's comfortable for you. And then we begin on the other side. So we release the mudra with the right hand, and we take the right hand to the index finger of the left hand, grasping the index finger, keeping the thumb and pinky together, and then extending and breathing. So again, flossing the nerve all the way up the hand. It fights carpal tunnel, and all the movements like this that we constantly do during the day, like working in the kitchen, working in the garden, working at the keyboard. So we're countering those repetitive movements. And then gently release. Extend, grasp the middle finger of the left hand, keeping the pinky pad and the thumb pad together, and then extend, working on the medial nerve. Most important thing, breathing. And then releasing. And this time you can release the mudra, take the ring finger and the pinky finger and grasp them. Inhale, exhale, and then continue to breathe, and maybe you can feel the work coming up the inside of the arm all the way to the upper back. Two more breaths. And then releasing, bringing the palms to the thighs and taking a breath, checking in. Then we have a couple more moments. So we're going to have a little bit more energizing breath. It's going to be the breath of fire. So we'll have a movement, and you can add the breath of fire or not add it. But in the beginning, we're not going to add it. So just cross the elbows at about shoulder level. And then inhale. And then exhale and take the elbows toward the right and the head to the left. And then back to center. Inhale, exhale the other direction. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale. And then come back to center, relax for a moment, and then cross the arms the other way. If one arm was on top, put the other arm on top this time. It feels a little bit awkward. And then we can add breath of fire. So let's inhale. I'll show you what it looks like first. It'll be... So we force the breath on the exhale. So let's inhale. And then exhale, take the elbows to the left. Force the breath. Inhale back. Force the breath. And then continue with breath of fire or stopping and not using the breath of fire. And then back to center. Go ahead and release. And then as you slow down the breath, the heart rate will slow down as well. And then to provide a little bit of relief to our shoulders as we wrap up the practice, let's just do a few shoulder rolls backwards. So a big thank you to you today for practicing with us. A big thank you to Laura and to Sophie. And you can continue with another practice or get back to the activities of the day. Namaste.